All right, so we have arrived here at the Santa Ana train station where the Pacific Surfliner will pick me up and take me to LA Union Station in roughly about, I don't know, 30 minutes. It's a long story, but the Southwest Chief got canceled because of weather conditions over in Colorado. So this is a multi-city trip: Santa Ana to LA, LA to Baltimore, Baltimore to Washington, D.C., D.C. to Chicago. So we'll eventually get there. Just we're about to board the Pacific Surfliner. Don't forget to send an station with this call, please. Thank you. Doors are closed. Alright, so we are on the Pacific Surfliner now. As you can see here, we are rolling through Santa Ana. Next stop is Anaheim, Fullerton, and then LA. And our ETA to LA is about 50 minutes, so we should be arriving there shortly, which then we will take the fly to LAX bus shuttle. So we have made it to LA Union Station. We're getting off here. There should be lots of people boarding here, going up to Santa Barbara, going up north, San Luis Obispo, Burbank Airport, and we're gonna go ahead and get off the platform here and find the flyway. All right, so a little history about LA Union Station. It was completed, the construction was completed in the late 1930s, so it's about almost 90 years old here. It serves a good 110,000 passengers per day. It's had a couple movies filmed here. One of my favorite is the Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. I'll show you guys here in just a little bit. But
which terminal?
Spirit Airlines.
Five.
So we made it to Baltimore. Man, that was a brutal flight. I sat right in the middle of two gentlemen. And man, it was brutal, but nonetheless, we're here. We're probably gonna head into DC, get me some coffee, because I'm only running on about 2 hours of sleep. So we'll see what local coffee shops they have there, and hopefully it'll give me a Kickstarter here for the day. But right now I'm gonna try to find the Amtrak, I guess, kind of station, or where I can get on the Amtrak. There's supposed to be a direct stop here somewhere. So, okay, I've arrived at the Baltimore train station here at the airport. A shuttle picked us up from the airport and brought us here. So this is where the tracks are. I'm assuming this is where we'll be picked up from and taken to Washington, which should be about a 29-minute ride, which is fairly fast. I took a little detour. It's this little, there's the tracks back there, and this is where I'm headed to. All right, so it turns out it was just, it ends at some like corporate building that used to be an old train station, but it's a nice walk. It's nice and chilly, as I said, out here, but it's a nice little stroll. It goes on maybe a quarter of a mile. All right, it is here. It is here. So we're gonna board this train real quick, get to DC, and explore the city a little. All right, we are at the Washington Union Station. So it was a quick little short drive or ride. It was about 30 minutes, roughly 29 minutes, but short. And we're here right now. What I'm gonna find or try to find is the Amtrak desk. So I, as you know, have a backpack, and I'm only here. I have to be back here at about 3:50. That's when my Floridian train departs to Chicago. So I'm gonna explore the city. I don't want to carry my backpack, and so I heard that Amtrak holds your luggage for like a $10 fee, which is what I'm trying to find at the moment. All right, so it turns out that in gate A, they will hold your luggage. So I'm just sitting here charging my phone before I head on to the city. I'm at 90%. I'm gonna get it up to 100% and get back on the road. But just so everyone knows, it's on gate A where they hold your luggage, and it's through Amtrak. It's at the far end over here. But yeah, I'm just gonna get some juice on my phone and head out and explore the city. So we made it finally to DC. We are headed towards Lafayette Square, which is where the White House is. You know, this is a very interesting city. Lots of historic monuments, different things that happen here. The capital wasn't the capital wasn't Washington, D.C. until I believe it was the year 1800, where before that it was in Philadelphia where the Declaration of Independence was signed. But I'm really excited to be here. Hopefully we can have a good time and get some food going, because man, I am starving. So I'm gonna find a local restaurant here to eat at some point, and let's see what we find. So we made it to Lafayette Square here. Took us about 15 minutes to walk from the metro station, but we're finally here. There's not a ton of people, as much as I expected. Last time we were here was really crowded. But let me swivel around so I can show you. You can see the White House there, the Washington Monument right above it, right there on the left-hand side. So we have made it to the south side of the White House. We are walking towards the Washington Monument. So it's a good, I would say, I don't know, 5-minute walk from the south side. So we'll get there in just a moment. And as you guys get closer to the Washington Monument, you'll notice that it's actually got two different colors. So we are here at the Washington Monument. So it's right behind me here. I'm gonna pivot here. As you can see, right there about halfway through the camera where it's two different shades of like color. And again, this was due to construction pauses. There was a pause, and then the material, something happened with the material, and it couldn't be finished with the same one. But pretty interesting. These are the flags that I was talking about. So there are 50 that go around this whole perimeter, and it represents each state here. But as you can see right over there, the National Guard is patrolling here. The National Guard has been here for quite some time, as the president stated that he would have them here. And I think it's better here in the evening. There's some huge spotlights that illuminate this whole monument. It looks spectacular. So if you have a chance to come here during the evening or night, I should say, I definitely recommend it. We came here, I think it was last year, in 2024. Yeah, I believe that's when it was, in 2024. And we spent a couple days here, a few days, and this was definitely one of my favorites. My wallpaper for my welcome screen on my phone. All right, well, let's see where we go next. Got a couple other things to do, and then we have to head back to the Washington Union Station. All right, so I just went through the Holocaust Museum. It was quite interesting seeing different artifacts, the gas chambers that they used to use, the Germans on the Jews. It's just the whole operation of getting rid of Jews, that just sounds crazy to me. And to think that this happened, what, in the 1940s, which was 80 plus years ago, that's crazy. But yeah, it looks like I'm here at the cafe now. I got a tuna melt, so we're gonna give that a shot. It's a pesto one. It's directly across the street from the actual museum, but not bad. All right, so here we are walking to the National Air and Space Museum. It's about a mile from where I was at the Holocaust Museum, but got my iced coffee, got some good views. There's lots of people here doing outdoor activities, running, jogging, biking, and like I said, it's a pretty neat view. You got the Capitol there, all the National Mall museums here. So good vibes. We're enjoying the day, as I said. See, you've got people riding bikes, but I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm really gonna need this to power through the rest of the day, considering I only had maybe an hour or two of sleep and walking about 5 miles, I would say, right about this point. But let's go check out the Space and Air Museum and see what it's about and check out all the artifacts. We have made it to Ford's Theater, where President Lincoln was shot. So we are headed upstairs to the theater. So let me swivel around. It's a little staircase. And this is the room where it happened. This is where President Lincoln died in 1865. So this is where he was laid. All right, so we are done with Washington, D.C. We are done. It's been a solid day today. We did quite a bit. Let's see, where did we go? Okay, so we went to Lafayette Square, aka the White House. We went to the Washington Monument. We went to the Holocaust Museum. We went to, let's see, where else? Oh, the Space and Air Museum. We went to the Ford's Theater, and then we went across the street where Lincoln passed away. But it's been an eventful day. It really has. I'm ready to just hop on the train and enjoy the ride. Here is the Metropolitan Lounge. So as you come around here, you're gonna find the drinks. You're gonna see the soda pops, water, juice. There's coffee, tea. Over here are the snacks. So you're gonna find some fruits, chips, pretzels, and some cookies to go. All right, it is time to board. It is finally time to board. So we're gonna show the conductor our ticket right here. So hopefully he lets us in right away.
Jesse? Okay. Go this way, go around room 10, okay?
Okay. All right, we are coming in. We are room 10. Room 10. So here is A, B. I don't know. Okay, go around, he said. Room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Room 10. So here we go. Here it is. It's kind of tiny. We'll see how we sleep, or how I sleep, I should say. But here it is. We got some toiletries, shampoo, towel. So we got two outlets. Oh, this is one of those sink ones, right? So there's a sink. And it's got little cups there. And then here's the light. Interesting. And then you got some steps to go up in case that you've got someone staying upstairs, which I don't. But it comes with 2 waters. Oh, more outlets over here. Here's the AC vent, light, night light to call for your attendant, light, and then you even have a light for the upstairs. But yeah, this is interesting. So we'll see how it goes. It's got a pillow, 2 pillows. So I'm gonna take off my backpack here. All right, so here are my first thoughts of the room. So it's actually bigger than I thought. I had seen videos on YouTube of other people reviewing the room, but it's actually quite big. I'm not sure because this is the Floridian, and I had anticipated the Southwest Chief, but it's pretty roomy, like you guys saw. So it comes with 2 different outlets, a sink. You got storage up here, which I'll show you here in a little bit. You have 2 different AC vents. It looks like this also becomes a table here. If you guys can take a look here. So this actually becomes a table, or opens up to be a table. The chairs, the cushions, first impression, it's pretty comfy. Not too bad. So later when they set it up as a bed, I think I'll sleep pretty well. So we're going to be covering or going through a couple different states. So first one's Maryland, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and then lastly is Illinois. But we should be there by tomorrow morning. As you can see, the sun is out. It is about 5:30 in the afternoon or evening. Train's moving fast. The attendants are going to come by right now and ask for our reservations as soon as I'm going to get the earliest one. So hopefully I can get dinner, so I can call it a night. Apparently, I wasn't aware of this, but they don't have a seater cart here. So that's news to me. That was one of the reasons why I was looking forward to being on like a sleeper train, but I mean, the sun's not going to be out for too much longer anyway, but it would have been nice to have one. I wanted to also share my thoughts on Washington, D.C. It was a quick little, I guess, stay. As I mentioned earlier, that my Southwest Chief train was canceled, unfortunately. So it was really important to me to, or not important, but I really wanted to go on a sleeper train, and this was really one of the only ways that I could have done it, was fly into Washington, D.C. and take the Floridian from there to Chicago. But it was quick trip. It's my second time coming here, so I kind of knew where to go, what I wanted to see. The Washington Monument was, or still is till this day, my favorite. My favorite monument. Just something about it. It's just. I wouldn't say it's inspiring, but it's such an iconic monument. You know, you see it in currency, you see it in different movies, but it was really important to me, and so I went back. My son really likes it too, but it was good. Walked a lot. I mean, I walked a lot. I actually got a blister on my foot. And I'm supposed to run a 5K in a couple days, so I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm gonna run the 5K race or run in Chicago. It'll be early Saturday morning, so I'll try to get some footage of that so that you guys can see how that went. It's gonna be now my fourth race or 5K race that I've done. Recently I've been into running those. It's something that I never thought I would be doing, but I like the challenge. I really enjoy the challenge. It's something that's really satisfying when you cross that finish line. Not only that, but you receive a medal and then a shirt, and apart from all that, there's always a cause behind it. There's always for example, this last one that my sister and I ran was in Irvine, California. It was a food drive. The one before that I ran was a hearing aid foundation. The one before that didn't really have a cause, but it was fun. It was fun. But I'm excited for that. I'm gonna hopefully run the 7 o'clock one. They have different time slots. So there's a 7 o'clock, 7:30, and then an 8 o'clock. So I did register for the 7 o'clock one, and I'm gonna do my best to be there at 6:30. So we'll see how that goes.
Here is the dining cart where you can get your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and boy, the food is great.
Alright, it is now breakfast time. Got our coffee. Gonna prepare it here. Alright, so last night had dinner and then just really called it a night because I was exhausted. Slept pretty well, got up about 5:30 this morning, kind of just tossed and turned in bed. And then I remember that breakfast was at 6:30, so here I am. It's about a little before 6:30, but the gentleman, the attendant, said, sit down where you'd like, and then the menu, I think I'm gonna order the 3-egg omelet with no ham. Our food is here. What is? Thank you. All right, my thoughts so far. So the potatoes are nice and soft. The omelet is also really, really good. And the biscuit, I put some butter on it. It's good. And then the chicken sausage is also amazing. So overall, everything's tasting really, really great as we're enjoying this breakfast. Sun's coming out.
So here is your shower room. They're going to provide you with towels, hand towels, shampoos, conditioner, and some other toiletries. As you open the shower door, you'll find that there's a little seating area, and it was quite hard because the train kept moving, but we made it work.
All right, so we're coming up here on the last hour of our journey. I did get another shower in just so I can feel refreshed. I'm going to be walking a lot again today in Chicago, but whew, man, it's been quite a journey. It really has. I've traveled several thousand miles by train, airplane, took a bus, couple of trains actually, but I'm ready to get into Chicago and explore the city, but should be there
pretty soon. It's Chicago. They're an hour behind, so they are on Central Standard Time, and the train I'm in, which is in Indiana, it's Eastern Time. So it'll by the time I get there, it should be about 10:30 a.m. It's about 10 o'clock here in Indiana, so it's quite interesting to go through the time zone and adjust to their time. But it's about an hour to go. I'm just kind of taking all the scenery in. There's a lot of vacant buildings that I've seen here along this along the road, but it's funny to watch different stores that they have. Different factories, lots of freight train with a lot of graffiti, and it's nice. It's nice for a change to enjoy and really soak all that in. It's you know, living in California, you don't really see what you see out here. California is just so congested. Well, at least where I live, everything is just so congested. There's a ton of people that just live in a very close proximity. But this has been whoa. The train is really rocking back and forth. That's something that you gotta get used to. Yesterday at night when I was sleeping, I just kept waking up because it kept getting thrown left and right. There was tons of noise from the tracks, but I did sleep overall very well. I slept for a good 8.5 hours, which is a lot for me because I only typically sleep for 7 hours, seven and a half. But I did get a very, very good sleep. Besides, you know, getting woken up a couple of times. So we'll check in right when we're in Chicago.
All right, we have made it to Chicago. Finally, we have made it. I just got off the Floridian. Everyone's training here. We're headed to the station, walking that way, but it's loud. It's loud. Lots of locomotives here. People are detraining. So we're gonna head inside the station and kind of put a game plan together to see what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna head. I did book my Airbnb. It's a little bit north of Chicago, but I'm gonna have to take some sort of train to get up there. So that's what I'm gonna figure out. I'm just gonna find a seat and see which one goes that way. But we're all kind of just walking that way. There's little carts that you can take if you want them to take your luggage, but nah, I'll just walk. I've been sitting in a train all day, so, or all morning.
This is the end of the video, and here is a quick picture of my 5K run. Thanks everyone.